Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to study about a very important topic of life sciences and in the field of biotechnology as well as in the field of microbiology. So today our topic is water microbiology. So why we call it water microbiology? Because we are unaware of the fact that water, including having a lot of minerals, it has a lot of microbes as well. So as you see here, water microbiology is concerned with a lot of water habitat that is inside it, which we call it as microorganism. Some of these microorganisms can help in the growth and development as well, and some are very advantageous also. As you see here, there are some of the bacteria that are present in water that provide growth and help in digest a lot of things, because water is the only source of way which helps us in making our skin, body, growth, development overall in a better way. As we see here, microorganisms, which are very essential important part of our life, including sea, river, whatever the source of water is, in the salty water, in the normal water, it is found as that some of the algae, protozoa, cyanobacteria, these are some of the microbes that we have found of. Also in the basis of life, for example, some cyanobacteria, they convert the energy of sun into energy to live in, because they require this kind of energy to live inside water. There are plenty number of these organisms that we see here, like in algae, which thrive in water, is an important food source for other forms of life. Likewise, variety of microbes live in fresh water as well. They are found in the light, shallow and warmer regions of water, and some of the algae and bacteria use light energy, the sunlight energy that we get, and called as photosynthetic bacteria or microbes, because they get these energy and prepare their own food, that we have studied in our childhood times, the process of photosynthesis. So the photosynthesis microbes also lives here. As the water deepens and the temperature becomes colder and the oxygen concentrations in the light water get decreases, these microbes require oxygen that uses, instead of bacteria like purple green sulfur bacteria, which can grow without oxygen as well. So now you see on your screen a very important figure or a diagrammatic representation that shows what is there inside the water. So here you see bacteroidetes in a very small quantity, then actinobacteria, which includes mycobacteria species as well, cyanobacteria in a very large amount, and firmicutes, also proteobacteria. And the other part you see, other than beta firmicutes, bacteriocytes, actinobacteria, are the other form of microbes that we might get, because some of the bacteria might include E. coli also, because that is a very we can say a prominent bacteria that we found anywhere. Now we are moving forward to the microbial communities. Like, what are the communities that plays a vital role and supply water in a large colonies, and which includes a lot of harmful pathogens that are there in water, like virus, bacteria, protozoa and biofilm. Also in pharmaceuticals. So if I talk about viruses are tiny microbes, as we all know. They are also there in the water, and sometimes when the water is contaminated, they are heavily in the water bodies, then they might cause typhoid, hepatitis, diarrhea and gastrointestinal infections, any GI tract infection that can be dangerous. Next, coming forward to the bacteria. Bacteria is also a sneak around in our water, and in the water bodies it has a quick and a very dangerous growth rate, because as we all know, in all of these microbes, the one which is very fast rate growth microbe is bacteria. So here we see E. coli, Legionella, Phenophila, Salmonella are few examples of the bacteria that are found in water. Now, coming forward to the protozoa. Protozoa are the parasitic organism common in all water around the world. They can get into the water supply through animals, humans, feces, and is found largely in unfiltered surface like water in the large cities. They can also cause GI infections. Now, coming forward to the biofilm. Biofilm is also a predominant mode of microbial growth in water system and poses a significant problem to the drinking water industry. Not to do biofilms create a potential source of bacterial contamination, including pathogens. It also affects the taste as well of drinking water, and it promotes a lot of corrosion of pipes, like the way we see corrosion in the water bodies, like in the tanks, in the pipes. This is the main cause. Now, coming to the pharmaceuticals. Pharmaceuticals are also very important role player, because in pharmaceutical industry water plays a very important role while making a tablet formation, syrups, or any kind of a medicine. Now, a very important microbiome diagrammatic representation is, you see here, microbiome includes all of these networks that are connected to water. Now you see, source of water is the quality selection and protection. Treatment plant includes nutrient removal, where biofiltration and disinfection role plays, and distribution network, where the seedling from biofilters, disinfection residuals importantly role plays, and it helps in biological stability as well. Now comes premise plumbing, where system configuration, pipe material choice are the stagnant regrowth. Now, microbiome also include beneficial, which is biological filtration, and then detrimental, which are pathogens attached. So they are very important and uncharacterized or unidentified vast majorities. Now we are talking about the fecal indicator bacteria. So microbes are some of the important role players in fecal bacteria as well. They are found in the environment, air, soil, water, and these microbes helps in causing different type of diseases and maintain the fertility of soil, degrades water in landfills, compost pile, and many other forms. Now, children and elderly person are more susceptible to these pathogens than they are young and middle-aged adults. So, in pathogens live our lives in soil and water, only a cause of diseases, unusual circumstances. Now, the microbes casual tetanus is an example you see here, and some of the most important prominently here is Clostridium tetani. Clostridium tetani grows in the body, which is normally in the soil. Now coming to a very important part of it, which is natural environment factors. So now you see here relatively dispersed waste. In addition to natural waste are compounds natural to the environment, microorganisms in soil, degrade waste, recycles, and usable forms. Also, we see a lot of pollution there in the water because of the human consumption. As usual, we know the most important part is water degradation, maybe because of plastics, other waste products that are not consumed by the environment, that are not organic. So they might help in getting the water polluted in a very large way. And these microbes in water are challenged by extreme level. Some of the factors now you're going to see about that has high fecal indicator, means the fecal waste that goes inside the water and helping the water to make it a worsen form. Now the sources of fecal indicator bacteria includes wastewater, sewage treatment plants are there, as you all know. Sewage inputs are there, sewage outfalls, drainage, septic tanks are there. Effluent food poisoning plants are there, stormwater runoff are there, water harvesting, water quality monitoring should be keep in mind, and a lot of environmental factors that influence bacterial survival. Now comes the concentration, which is a very important role player here. That is, you see in the second point on your screen, The fecal indicator concentration may be highly variable from urban river, ranging from 20 colonies per 100 ml to 2 lakh colonies per 100 ml. So, a different scenario you see here. In April, the fecal coliform count is a way changer. 10,000 per 10 ml in a separate system, and you see 8,90,000 100 ml of Detroit combined system. So now you see the changes, a drastic level of changes where fecal streptococci number are very, very high. Now, if I talk about the United States Geological Survey, which conducted in recent studies of bacteria recreation water, and it was seen in Ohio State that the fecal density of E. coli was highly. And the suspension of test includes the permeable chambers and influence survival, which provide a lot of fecal indicator. So as now you can easily able to know that what is the actual scenario we are facing with water pollution. Now, if I talk about microbes which are present in fecal pollution, like what are the major microbes that plays an important role? So, a lot of commodities are there, maybe due to leakage, improper disposal, accidents, great harms to the river, various water bodies, major health risk on humans. A lot of physical biological factors are there, and also the chemical factors which plays important role in it, and these factors may lead you to form a lot of water pollution in a large way that we see here. Talking about the significant index of organism, so these indexes show a large rate like the pathogen presence, microorganism preferred in non-pathogen growth in water, detectable at low concentration, likelihood of pathogen, and high level of organism correlated to great probability. Talking about the standard for drinking water, so all we should know and we should be aware of is the what are the standards that should be met, while we should know that what are the kind of drink and water we are drinking, we are consuming. So we should know this. So according to the US EPA issued primary drinking water standards in 1994, these standard addresses the water quality, somewhat treatment technique, and preparation of drinking water. Some of the primary standards are coliform count. So there are some of the tests that perform to check the water quality, which includes coliform water test, agency test, 40 samples, and some of the samples were taken to check them. Now, what is coliform, fecal, and non-fecal coliform? So coliform is a gram-negative bacteria. I must tell you this most important thing. Gram-negative bacteria, like the family which belongs to Enterobacteriaceae, these fecal bacteria which comes from a very waste residues of human beings, are they harmful in which shape and not? And this is the difference you see on your screen. So facultative anaerobes originate from intestine warm blood animal, while in non-fecal they are rod-shaped gram-negative bacteria which belongs to family Enterobacteriaceae. Like I told you, live in the intestine of warm-blooded animal, fecal coliform, and non-fecal live in soil, aquatic environment, and on vegetation. Now, fecal coliform indicate the presence of pathogenic microbes in food water, and non-fecal ferment lactose producing acid and gas. Fecal coliform optimum temperature for lactose fermentation for 44 degrees Celsius, and optimal temperature lactose fermentation is 37 degrees Celsius. If I talk about water pollution hazards, like if we are getting polluted water in any of sort of ways, how we can prevent it? So preventing ways are as simple as that. What you need to do is to be aware. So all the organisms need to their metabolic activities, and for that we should need water, for not even for drinking, for washing and bathing, and other irrigation, industry, navigation, recreation, construction, water, power generation, and waste disposal, and n number of ways, if I may be telling you. So the water purity plays a very important role, where pollutant bring a lot of things that helps. If I talk about the health hazards of water pollution, phosphorus nitrate from fertilizer, detergents, contaminate surface water, act as promoter of oxygen consuming algae, which reduces water and killing fish and aquatic organisms. So now you see phosphorus and nitrates work as fertilizer and detergent contaminates the water. They promote the growth of oxygen in algae and kills the fish and other aquatic animals. So this is the important hazard. If we are giving chemicals artificially to the water, so now the aquatic animals are in danger. If I talk about industrial effluents results in adding of poisonous chemicals, so that is also very important role player, because that is somehow creating a large impact and deteriorating the water quality which was there earlier. Now you see on your screen some of the microbes that are very important role players in the case of water and causes a lot of diseases like giardia, leptospirosis, botulism, cholera, typhoid fever and diarrhea. So they come inside your body and affect your gastrointestinal tract, whether immune system, whether your nervous system, and in a lot of ways. So you see the life cycle here. If I talk about one kind of it is typhoid fever. How it works is it enlarges in your spleen and liver that comes and in your body and shows a lot of rashes in body. Then the ulcer in your intestine, in your large intestine, and then this is the formation like the salmonella typhi is seen. And there is a white coating on the tongue when this bacteria affects your body and hits you. So all you need to do is be aware, know what the quality standards of water, drink water, and keep in check that the whatever the ways you are drinking water in an RO system, or simply if you are getting the water from any water system or hand pump maybe, so keep in check the water quality, the pH level, the testing and everything. And if it not as pure as it has to be, so you should boil it in your own way, make it purer. Try to drink the water which is helpful to you, beneficial to you, rather than harming and causing you disease and your loved ones. And make sure keep checking, take care and be healthy. I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for watching. I hope the water microbiology is helpful to you, and it will be helpful to you for further studied and for your syllabus and for your understanding. I hope it is a kind of a awareness that I have created with this video. And thank you so much again, I'm saying, for watching this video. Like, share with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more informative videos like this. And I'll keep making these informative videos and related videos of life science related to biotechnology, microbiology or molecular techniques or any other related life science subject which helps you in your studies. Thank you.